student-based student focus. AI tools are now part of college student-based learning. A China Youth Study survey found over 84% university students have used AI. At University of Macau, students use AI to enhance learning efficiency by worrying about losing independent thinking. This September, UN launched new AI regulations to define campus application boundaries.
In the UN dormitory, Lucy stares anxiously at a historical document on her computer screen. Her classmate finished translating and sorting materials in 30 minutes with AI, but she spends an entire afternoon looking outwards and verifying context.
I am unwilling to use AI for learning because I'm worried about losing the ability to think independently.
At another UN learning space, Katharina's proactive AI practice embodies effective empowerment, illustrating how UN students coexist with AI.
I use AI to organize key concepts, like turning history timeline into tables or mind maps for clearer review. When I'm stuck on an essay, it helps brainstorm directions, which I then develop myself.
Students' diverse choices reflect UM's clear guidance. Rector Song Yonghua emphasizes the university essence is educating people. Emotional education and independent thinking matter more in the AI era. Long before AI prevailed, UN allowed ChatGPT access, requiring original ideas with AI support. Song suggests that students' independent judgment is education's core. Sharing this perspective, Professor Li Ying from UN's Department of Communication anchored the sentiment in our interview video.
I think learning needs to be deliberate, meaning you have to deliberately learning and be aware of your own learning.
In her English news writing class, Professor Li requires students to declare AI usage. She also found an interesting trend.
To my surprise, a lot of students actually did not bother. And I found tends to be students who already are doing better. They want to perfect their writing, and they ask for AI help, and they declare, say, they use co-editing. Those students that are a little bit of a lag behind tend not to even engage. I think the university has taken the right path, but I do think we should have more targeted workshops for students, because I feel students are just moving in the dark, and I think probably the department and the faculty should take over rather than relying on the university.
She also highlighted the need to focus on the learning process rather than just the final product when evaluating AI integrated work.
In my teaching philosophy, I want to pay great attention to the student's learning process, not just the final product. If a student ended up turning in something that's so polished, so nice, but from my interaction with the students, they don't seem to have such high command of English level, and they as a group maybe struggle with previous drafts, and suddenly the final product is so good, then I will have to exercise my discretion. Wouldn't just give them applying a high grade for that. And if I know the students who are relatively good and are trying really hard and putting a lot of efforts, even though their final product is not as polished, there are little grammar problems here and there, but I understand that they've tried their best, that they've engaged very well as a group, I will bump them up a little bit.
To gain a broader perspective, we also spoke with Professor Liu Jingjing, Associate Master of Shaobang College, who emphasized the core of AI usage.
The key lies in users' continuous, careful review of AI-generated content. I think we humans must maintain what we call secondary thinking or secondary reflection. It means you can use AI to generate a batch of products, but you must reflect on them sufficiently. I believe no matter how many runs different AI versions, humans must learn from and reflect on the final output by themselves.
Building on this point, Professor Liu further elaborated on the university's role in guiding AI integration in education.
In the AI era, the university's mission is not just about formulating usage policies, but creating a teaching and learning environment that encourages in-depth reflection and is based on empirical research.
These expert insights are backed by a broader picture of AI adoption among college students. A recent survey of universities shows that over 90% of college students use AI, yet while 56% recognize its value, 54% worry it undermines independent learning. There is some overlap between the two groups. The survey also found that half of students consider using AI as cheating. And UN's practices have precisely addressed this contradiction, embracing AI tools while drawing a clear line for originality, transforming AI from a controversial item into a controllable assistant. Yet, its AI policies still have room for refinement to better support students. For students like Lucy, this progress matters. Her inspiration continues. No longer anxious, she moves forward with confidence in human technology coexistence. AI opens new learning possibilities, and every brave step brings growth. Thank you for watching UN Focus. See you next time.